Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Pint Bros. I am here today in Pico Rivera, checking out Brewjeria. Come on in, check it out.
While Brewjeria is fairly new, being that it opened in late 2019, it has quickly become a staple of its community. This place has just warm, welcoming vibes that I extremely enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to going back and enjoying again. While they might not offer food themselves, they actually have a dedicated spot in the back that allow for food trucks to come out and serve anybody in that community. Now, we were lucky to get in touch with one of the founders, who ended up giving us a quick little behind the scenes tour of their place and a little back history of how Brewjeria came to be.
All right, Agustin, thank you so much for letting us come down here.
Thank you for coming.
Really do appreciate you allowing us behind the scenes and checking out the place.
Yeah.
I would love to know a little bit about yourself and your involvement with Brewjeria.
Like happenstance, one of my good friends started telling us that he was brewing at home. And we're just like, what? Like, that's not, that's a real thing. And we went to his house one night, he's like, well, go buy the ingredients. I got the shop, it's in Culver City. We're like, all right, cool. We went to buy the ingredients, went to his house, and literally made it on his stove. I mean, the first beer we ever made was like terrible, right? Like, I literally strapped it in the seatbelt in my car and drove it home. But honestly, from that first night, we were just like, oh my God, this is like, we could actually do this ourselves. Yeah. And we went and bought our own equipment and just kind of went from there,
How long has Brewjeria been in Pico Rivera?
So we opened this brick and mortar spot in 2019. So we literally brewed for about 10 years at home before we even,
started.
Yeah, because we don't have a business background. We just kind of started brewing, and it just kind of it started avalanching, right? Or cascading, whatever. I don't know what term that is, but it just kind of went from, little house parties, right? With friends and family. But when we came up with the name Brewjeria, we just all were like, oh my God, this is the coolest name, right? We're on Google, how is nobody using this? Yeah. And we just kind of from there, we were like, damn, the name is so cool in itself that it pushed us to actually figure out how to make the beer better, because again, we were doing the simplest process that you could make using little, again, on our stove. It was 5 gallons at a time, really small. But when we came up with the name and people were really just gravitating to it anyway, because they would come to the house and my parents would make tacos and we'd pour the beers and stuff. And we were just like, all right, well, let's, try something more. Let's really go for it. And so then we started doing the actual brewing process of buying our own grain, crushing it, steeping it or mashing it. And the beer got so much better.
Pretty crazy to see the flavors that you guys have created. And I mean, just right now, we had one of your top ones.
The Toma la Flor.
Yeah, and that thing was incredible.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to our tasting right now, sitting down and having a couple of your other top beers. But I look forward to hopefully a lot of people coming out here and checking out this place and trying out this place.
So
if you're out here in Pico, try it out. And again, thank you again. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thank you, guys.
Now comes the fun part. I was able to try out 3 of their top beers. Hop Off the 605, which is an IPA. Toma la Flor, which is American Pale Ale. And Rubia Fuerte, which is their blonde ale. Hop Off the 605, while it's light and crisp, it packs a punch. This is definitely a very hoppy and delicious beer, and it's definitely something I can enjoy any night of the week. Tomo la Flor was my second. Now this American Pale Ale is delicious. It is infused and brewed with hibiscus flowers, which gives it that Jamaica juice kind of vibe. It was light, flavorful, not too sweet. It had just the right balance of everything. I really truly enjoyed this drink, every sip of it. Finally, Rubia Fuerte. Now this blonde ale is at 6.5. I was able to really enjoy it and already imagine having this on a hot summer day while I was flipping burgers in my backyard. And all of their beers are available to go.
All right, guys, so that's Brewjeria. Check it out if you're ever in Pico Rivera. Until the next time, cheers to the journey.